2 years ago, I met an amazing man. He's kind, thoughtful, and has done everything to make me and my kids feel loved and supported. We fell in love, and I still love him deeply. He bonded with my kids, who mean the world to me, and he's been incredible to them. We planned our future together, a home, a family, a life. Last summer, we took a huge step. I sold my investment flat, and together we got a loan to buy and renovate a home for our family. He's been working tirelessly on the renovations to make it exactly the way we envisioned. But I've betrayed him. I had been sexting with a man for a couple of months, and last month, I left for a business trip, or pretended to go on one. While my partner stayed home taking care of my kids, I met with the man I'd been chatting with. We exchanged hotel room numbers, and well, things happened. I betrayed him, knowing full well what was at stake. I came back, and he hasn't confronted me about it. He's been distant, quieter, but still working on our home, still showing up for me and the kids. I suspect he knows more than he's letting on, but I'm too afraid to ask. I don't know what's wrong with me. I love him. I love the life we've built together. He's done nothing but love and support me, and I've repaid him with lies and betrayal. I've been selfish, chasing fleeting moments of validation that mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. I want to fix this, but I don't know how. I know I've destroyed his trust, and I don't even know if I deserve a second chance. Part of me wonders if he's going to leave, and I can't even blame him if he did. If I'm honest with myself, I don't know why I did it. I don't know how to stop sabotaging something so good, something so real. I've hurt him, and I've hurt our family. I'm terrified of losing everything we built together, even though I know he will be hesitant to leave because of our shared financial situation. What should I do? Update: I don't even know where to begin. My actions, my choices, I don't recognize myself anymore. I made the mistake of not cutting contact with the AP after everything that had already happened. I don't even have an excuse. I kept chatting with him, convincing myself that it was harmless, that I could keep it under control, but it wasn't harmless and I couldn't control it. I arranged to meet him again, and I did. I was about to leave the hotel and was in the parking lot when I got a call from the school. My kids hadn't been picked up. My partner was supposed to get them, but he hadn't shown up. My heart dropped. I started calling him immediately, but every call went to voicemail. Panic started to set in, but I pushed it aside long enough to pick up the kids. After getting them home, I kept calling and calling, but nothing. It wasn't until I walked into our room that I noticed his clothes. Most of them were gone. Drawers empty, hangers bare. That's when it hit me. He knew. He hasn't called back. He hasn't said anything. The silence is deafening, and the weight of what I've done is suffocating. The kids keep asking about him, wanting to know when he's coming back. I can barely hold it together in front of them, and when I'm alone, I fall apart completely. I keep asking myself how I got here. Previously in my life, people told me I was trustworthy, kind, and loving. And now, every action I've taken has been the opposite of those things. I've become a person I never thought I could be. A liar, a betrayer, someone capable of destroying the very people I love most. Was I unhappy in my relationship? No, I was happy. I had a wonderful partner, amazing kids, and a future we were building together. I didn't resent him in any way. We had a good sex life, and he supported me in every way he could. I can't blame him for any of this because it was all MMM. I've tried to understand why I did this. I've scoured every corner of my mind and my past. I had a wonderful upbringing, loving parents, no major traumas, no diagnosed mental health conditions. But why do I keep doing this? This is the third relationship I ruined like this. Granted, the other two were when I was very young. This was also the best relationship in my life. The truth I keep coming back to, the one I hate more than anything, is that I thought I could have my cake and eat it too. I wanted something exciting, and for that, I destroyed everything. I shattered the trust of the one person who loved me unconditionally. I traumatized my kids, and I've tainted every part of our relationship. Now I'm sitting here in disbelief. The house feels empty, hollow. I don't know if he'll ever come back, and honestly, I don't think I deserve for him to. If there's any way forward from this, I don't know what it is. All I know is that I've become the person I swore I'd never be, and I have to live with that. For anyone reading this, I can only say, don't let yourself become me. Don't let yourself destroy the people who love you. Because once it's gone, you can't take it back. Final update. He finally called. He knew everything. His voice was calm but completely emotionless. He said he wants to sell the house and divide the money so he can walk away and be done with this. He didn't ask to speak to the kids, didn't even mention them. That hurt more than anything. I know I'm the one who caused all of this, but his coldness and complete detachment are killing me. I'm trying to deal with what I've done, but it feels impossible when I'm also trying to process the fallout. I love him immensely, and I'm willing to put in the work to make this right, but it feels like I'm not even allowed to try. He's shutting me out entirely, and I'm expected to just accept it. I don't want to diminish my actions or what I did, but I'm struggling with the pain of losing him while also feeling completely powerless. How do you even begin to navigate this when the person you love the most wants nothing to do with you? Story 2. My girlfriend hangs out as the only girl with groups of guys and hangs out alone in her room with a single guy. A little background. This past August, my girlfriend went off to college a few hours away where she has a dorm. I remained in our hometown to complete my AA and some other stuff, after which I plan on joining her at the university. We decided to try and make the long-distance relationship work. Normally stupid, I know. And I visit her about once a month. My girlfriend has a problem making female friends. She literally has none. Because of this, she has a group of guys she hangs out with almost every day, a group where she is the only girl. This makes me uncomfortable slightly, but I understand the situation and am willing to look past it for sure. Recently, she started going back to guys' rooms without the group. This made me more uncomfortable, but I talked to her and we set a soft boundary of her not being completely alone with a guy. A roommate of whatever gender or a friend or someone must also be there. Obviously, I don't have any way of confirming that she is telling the truth, even as she does claim a roommate was there. And not today, she accidentally admitted she brought one of the guys back to her room, which is new, while her roommate was out. This was a breach of our soft barrier, but I haven't talked to her about it yet. What I want to know first is it reasonable for me to feel uncomfortable over this? I know I'm being insecure. I feel that way because I've had problems with past girlfriends cheating when a temporary long-distance scenario occurred. I was on vacation for a few weeks. That is why I am asking for guidance on deciding on what should be the limit to where I start feeling uncomfortable. Edit. I forgot to mention that she admits one of the guys has a massive crush on her and does creepy stuff like stroke her chin or lick her elbow before she can stop him. Dude, you're not being unreasonable here. It's completely valid to feel uncomfortable about your girlfriend hanging out alone in her room with another guy, especially one who has a known crush on her and does creepy stuff like stroking her chin or licking her elbow. What even is that? That's crossing a lot of boundaries, and it's not just about trust, it's about respect for the relationship. The fact that she accidentally admitted this shows she knows it's something you'd be upset about. The soft boundary you both agreed on was broken, and now it's time for a serious conversation. You're not being insecure, you're asking for basic respect and boundaries in a long-distance relationship. Her having only guy friends is one thing, but letting a dude with a known crush hang out alone with her in her private space? That's a whole other level. You need to calmly talk to her about this and express how it makes you feel. If she's unwilling to respect boundaries, that's a red flag. Also, if this guy's being creepy and making physical contact, it's on her to shut that down completely. You deserve someone who takes your concerns seriously and puts the relationship first. Stay strong, man, and don't let anyone tell you your feelings are invalid. Now for comments. That edit you made to the main post is a big thing, OP. Stroking her chin and licking her elbow. That is very bizarre. On top of that, he has a massive crush on her. I think you need to discuss with her that he is not her friend and he is behaving well beyond what is acceptable, most likely to her great discomfort. Please bring this up sooner rather than later. I have yet to meet a straight girl who could only make guy friends who wasn't in some way getting off on the attention. Tell me I'm sexist all you want, but I'm one of 4 girls and am very used to what young women say about these things in public and what they say in private among girlfriends. You don't make rules for a relationship. You set boundaries. Rules were meant to be broken, as the saying goes. Sounds like this is a reoccurring thing, and she knows how you feel about it. You need to tell her that you will not date someone who habitually makes you feel inadequate, insecure. Then you both have a choice to make.